I know it has been in the offing for some time.
Yeah. Asanteni sana for making time. I am going to request the Acting Deputy Commission Secretary Accreditation, Mr. Joseph Musyoki, to make a close. Just your feel about what has gone on this morning, the remarks, and your experience so far. Can I see a hand?
To my colleagues at the Commission, again, thank you very much. I know it has taken a lot of work to prepare for this one. The university, the QA directors, let me say, first of all, that I'm delighted to see all of you here, and thank you.
A closing prayer. Thank you. Professor Pamela Ochieng is the Director of Quality Assurance, Mount Kenya University, but she's also one of our peer reviewers. We have done a lot of work together.
For finding time to be with us today on this auspicious occasion. As a commission, we really owe you.
The ministry is quality, the commission is quality, the universities are quality. I don't think it can get better than that.
So as universities, not only in Kenya but the world over, as Prof. Nangulo has pointed out, the issue of quality, access and funding will always remain a trilemma. And so we are continuously working to address these issues using a multi-pronged approach. And I recognize what the chair said, that when their resources are less, it tends to affect quality. But I want to come out strongly and say there is really no worry about that, because there are very many homegrown solutions that do not require funding. There's an issue raised about the funding crisis, and again, no government has been able to fund higher education alone. Funding of higher education requires partnerships. And that's why, as a government, we are sourcing partnerships. Recently, there was the Kenya-UK Health Alliance that's bringing in 140 billion for a project on health in 6 universities. And these are some of the solutions we are turning to raise funds for our universities. We are also encouraging universities to talk to donors and mobilize resources from donors. We are in the process of preparing the budget for the next financial year. And so we should be able to share that. But through the supplementary budget, additional resources were released for universities. Yeah. Stakeholders have been ventilating about this fee increment. But I want to emphasize that as a government, we have not made any statement about fee increment. We have not pronounced any fee increment. However, stakeholders have shared their views with the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms. This party is expected to submit its report by the end of March to His Excellency the President, who will then look at it, digest it, and in his wisdom, look at the recommendations and advise us accordingly.
So the sharing here in Naivasha is actually to bring the members up to date, but also to examine ourselves in terms of how the universities are preparing themselves to receive the graduates of competence-based curriculum, because within a very short time, we're going to start having these people who are now in the lower level, they're coming into university as students, and it is us as university institutions, especially the schools of education, who provide these institutions with lecturers, and the lecturers must therefore be competent in the competence-based curriculum structures. Yeah, indeed, financial challenges affect quality, but I think we are also very intelligent as Kenyans, because the leadership in public universities and private universities, which guide these systems and institutions, are capable of ensuring that even when we have less resources than what we have, the learning process still maintains the highest level of quality. So worries are there, yes. We need finances, yes. But I don't think we are going to fold the universities and close them because we cannot manage them financially. We just need to be innovative and creative in terms of how we can continue running the academic programs of quality. It is all over the world. do mount new programs, and there are times when it becomes necessary that some programs are not going to be offered in those institutions. We trust that our universities in Kenya have the capacity to determine the value addition, to determine, for example, programs which might no longer be necessary in terms of being offered, and make arrangements for those programs to be discontinued. While that is happening, there will be new programs which will be introduced by the same universities. So by that act alone, the public should not worry that the university is collapsing. I think every university has the capacity to appreciate and evaluate itself in terms of the programs they are offering, and then determine whether they should introduce new programs or they should discard other programs.
First of all, I think you would agree with me that then this workshop is taking place at the right time. This question of discussion of the quality of education is not new. It's been going on for a long time. I think you have to appreciate that there has been quite a robust system in this country, but that doesn't mean that there has been the difficulties, and those are the issues that we would like to address. So if there has been concerns about quality in one, we would like to know what are those concerns, and then what can we do about it to make sure that they go away. But at no time should someone assume that there has been no quality in the universities. What we want to do is to strengthen the quality in the universities. Universities are asking for funding. You know, if you want to increase the number of people that are teaching in the universities, you have to increase the funding, because once you get more people, it means there is more cost. So, but it's not just about the lecturers, it's also about facilities, and it's also about resources that go with it. So of course, the question of funding will be an issue that we would like for it to be looked into. Once you sort out actually the issue of funding, you sort out very many things.
It is the funding issue. This is critical, and we have been seeing it going on. But also, we will not say that the government is not funding. We get funded, but the demand for higher education and university education in this country, and even outside this country, has grown and has expanded. So we will say that the funding has also just to grow with the expansion of university education. The issue of funding, I should not say it's only serious for universities, but globally, financing university education is a matter to be addressed. And what we are doing with the ministry is that we have been looking for strategies that can bring in as stopgaps and see how university can be funded. But we cannot isolate ourselves. Even nationally, you know that the issue of funding in even other sectors is there. So it is just a question of how we address these issues.